What is that? A real doll or something on the news? I'm seeing there. People are probably outraged that there's a semi-clad, big-titted mannequin.
Those things are starting to look real.
And it's on the side of the road.
Can we find out what that story's about?
I'm sure
it
that
looks like the famous RealDolls.
Interesting.
That you've heard about over the years, and she's a buxom like blonde.
Yeah, that's ridiculous though.
And her bikini's on, and her boobies are like popping out all over the place. Her perfect real doll boobies.
Would you bang one of those things?
Yeah.
In a second.
I don't even have to think about it.
I wasn't even going to say like, oh, you would.
Yeah,
it's like I'd be inside.
It would be so creepy.
Be balls deep in it, and then when you come, you'd feel like an idiot. What is that?
Well,
what happens to your brain after you shoot? It's just like it really is just an on-off switch.
It's like your brain yells "cut," and you're back to normal.
And you're back to normal, going, oh, what kind of a creep am I?
Like, who is he?
Then everything just gets awkward immediately.
Yeah, it really is something.
The real doll.
Oh, this men real doll.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, God. Just put that in your living room. It's some male doll with his shirt off. He's got his shorts on, pulled down a little, and this real doll dick sticking out.
And not an impressive one, I might add.
No, that's your average
Would you do that as a goof?
Real doll.
It's not really a male.
What?
Just throwing the question out there.
That's actually funny. Would you fuck a real male doll? That's a good question.
Like flip it over and do it in the ass?
Yeah, and
kiss it.
Because it would feel no different than the female real doll.
Would that be considered gay?
Wow, we are all just silent here thinking about it.
All right, there you go. When you do that,
there it is. There is a male real doll.
That looks like your bathroom, by the way.
His name is Charlie.
Wait a minute, that is my bathroom.
Hey, that's not a real doll.
Hey, get off that picture. It's a real doll, and it's bent over the edge of the tub. It's kneeling in the bathtub. A little bubble bath thing going on. There's a few soapy suds on his glistening back. And it is in perfect position to get in the tub and rail in the hiney hole. But again,
the soapy.
Would you do that? Because it is exactly the same material as the female real doll.
So is it real life.
Yes,
an asshole's an asshole.
Oh, God.
Jesus, Danny. What?
No, it's sitting on the edge of the tub with a close-up to its schween. What the hell? What the hell?
You would go?
No. I'm saying, what the hell would you?
I don't know. That's a little rough, to be honest with you.
It's all you've had, except your hand. All right.
I don't mind.
You lost your arms in a horrible accident. You can't jack off. It's all there is laying around the house is a male doll, a real doll. Nice, slippery asshole available.
I'm not playing this game. How long do you think I've been around, you idiot?
What? You don't want to hear you homo after you answer yes?
We started this game together. That would be a little rough.
That's a little rough, yeah.
I used to build women when I was like, just starting off my jerking off.
Grave robbing? How'd you build them?
You use pillows and stuff.
Oh, things like that?
Yeah. That's why doing a real doll of the female variety would be very easy. You didn't build a woman when you were growing up, Morris?
No, I did not.
I never called it building a woman. I just like
Hispanic,
finding
right?
shit to.
Yes.
That's why.
Exactly.
Hispanics.
Just
fuck plantains.
Hispanics were thrown into that sex world nice and early. Did you shower with Dad?
Stepped out of something that could have got me in trouble, see?
Oh,
I want people to know when I use my mental filter. It's like instead of making a fake woman, building a woman, he would just them.
Oh.
Well, you can think up whatever word you want, but it's a horrible, horrible depiction of Hispanic people that I did not want on the air.
All right.
How much are they, Danny? Some of these are fucking amazing.
Oh yeah, we've talked to this guy over the years.
They're pretty pricey. I think they're like $6,000 or something like that.
Oh my God, really? Yeah. $6,000 to fuck something that doesn't change shape?
You make your money back in a few prostitution deals you might have done. A few dates you might have gone on.
There's a she-male option.
A she-male option? Yeah. Well, punch that up.
Yeah,
Okay.
$6,500 plus, I guess, shipping. I suppose.
Would you do the she-male real doll?
No.
In a pinch.
Nah, that's rough.
Let's see. What do they look like? I guess they're just the female ones with a dick.
Yeah, with a cock on it.
All right. Then you got to do it in the ass, right?
Yeah,
You're not giving it a reach around. It's a doll. You don't have to make it feel good.
Trannies, she-males, no way.
But it's not
No
a
way.
tranny. It's a female real doll with a plastic.
Because it comes down to this. You could smell male.
Yeah, but not on the real doll.
Oh, that's a good point.
I'm talking about the real
All right, now
doll.
let's
Not
think this
real in
over.
real life. Screw that. I'm talking. No, screw that. But forget that. The real doll is nothing but a female real doll with an appendage. And I guess authentic anal features. Now, you're not giving it a handy because you don't have to make it feel good. To me, I would equate that to a woman who likes just putting a strap-on on, but doesn't want to do you with the strap-on, and then you bang her in the ass while she's wearing a strap-on.
Would your girlfriend get mad though? Like,
What is
All right,
that?
all right. Look, it does have
That's a real
plastic
doll.
balls.
That's a real doll?
That's a real doll tranny.
not
No,
your
no,
chick.
no, that's
That's
a
a
chick.
chick.
It
fat
looked like
pussy.
it had a. Oh, it looked
So
like
it doesn't
balls.
have a cock. That's a chick.
Oh, okay. I had that all mixed up for all these years. Jesus, I better switch back. Ow!
How do you look at that?
Wonder it's so hard to sit down every day.
All right.
Look how they can pose them in all kinds of various real life
The
positions.
problem is they don't have the eyes right yet.
No.
Now that's kind of creepy. Looking at those lifeless dead eyes like a doll's eyes.
Because the eyes makes it look like you're banging a corpse.
Yeah.
Problem is, where do you put them when company comes over?
In the
Yeah, they're a
closet.
little big to just kind of stash somewhere. And if you want to show people your house, put it under your bed. That's kind of creepy.
Imagine.
Can you pose them, Danny?
Yeah, I think
Of
they're like
course.
fully posable.
Yeah, you move them around.
I've seen documentaries where like guys are obsessed with these things.
Yeah, I saw that one on HBO.
Real sex.
Real Sex. It's an old documentary, but it's so creepy. Remember the couple that wanted to have the threesome? So they got the real doll and brought it in the pool with them, and it just looked so silly. She's licking box on a fucking,
I remember
It's
that.
like you might as well get the wax lips, turn them sideways, and start licking them.
I think I also remember there was like an English documentary where this guy, like he didn't have any money. There might have, I mean, obviously there was something a little wrong with him, but like he spent all his money on real dolls, and he had
Yeah.
like 4 or 5 of them.
Yeah, he
and
had
he
a
would
bunch
dress
of 'em.
them up, and he'd like his day was spent with the dolls, and he'd like pretend that they were his friends and stuff. And Very, very strange.
Blue Healer from Kentucky writes, stick to your guns, Opie. Don't fuck anything with a dick.
Well, he makes a point, regardless of if it's a rubber one on a rubber doll or a real one.
All right. Okay. Gordon from Jersey. How shameful would you feel cleaning your load out of its ass after you're done?
See, that's just it. That's the switch in your head. You'd be all revved up and frothing and grunting as you're just pounding away. And the second you shot your load and you know you got to clean it up, there it is, just like this rubber man ass.
How do you clean it out though? Like, what do you do?
I go for garden hose. I don't know what you're
In
gonna
the
do.
mouth and it comes out the toes.
Yeah. I guess you got to get in there with some kind of cleaning solution.
And by the way, I like the fact you asked the question before. Like, if you had no arms, would you like? If you had no arms, like that's your big dilemma. Like,
Well,
I can't dial 911. I can't eat, but do I want to stick my dick in this male rubber
a
doll?
fake man. Yeah. Well, I had to put the scenario out there.
If you had no arms,
If you had no arms and no feet,
like if you went to pick up important documents in platoon.
this is important. Get me a male real doll.
How silly would you feel trying to nudge it over on its stomach? Its hard on is keeping it pressed up.
Keeps tipping over. Your dick falls out.
The Asian one, they bring an extra penis. It comes in a matchbox.
We got one story to do here. On the phones, we got Ray in Philly.
Hello, Opie and Anthony's show.
Good morning, boys.
Good morning, Ray.
Hey, my aunt was in a mall down.
Oh, you could call me Ray. You could call me Jay. You could call me Ray J. Johnny. But you doesn't have to call me Johnson. Guy should have been killed years ago.
You didn't like that bit?
Oh, that bit was horrid.
It was all right.
Ray J. Johnson.
Every time you called him Ray, he would just jump. Hey, you can call. We got it.
Well, what, Mr. Johnson? You doesn't have to call me Mr. Johnson. You could call me Ray. Or you could. Yes, we get it.
Can we try to figure out the worst comedy sketch ever?
That's it.
Not comedy sketch. The worst stand-up comedy bit ever. Like the one Ant just described, the Ray is right up there.
Horrific.
See, the only problem is we probably don't know it because it's probably so bad it never got famous.
No, it's one of those that is over the top, famous for.
Jiffy Jeff's Gym.
That's a Nelson bit.
Yeah.
I'm familiar with the character. I don't know the bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll try to figure that out. What the fuck
Is
are we
that
looking
a
at?
video of a man actually having sex with a real doll?
Yeah, he's face fucking a real doll.
Let me see it, Dan. Turn a little bit.
He's face fucking it.
What the?
No money shot? Why?
Where's
How's he
this,
keep his
Dan?
This is a website called RealDollSex.com.
Why does he keep the shirt on it?
Yeah, right? He's trying to be sexy.
How do you keep a rod for a real doll?
I guess friction.
There's the money shot you wanted.
Oh, there's the money shot all over the cans.
All over the big plastic boobies.
See, now he's got to wipe it off.
That's called being in a hurry and not wanting to get in there with the fucking. He doesn't want to wrap toilet paper on his finger and scoop it in.
And start wiping out, hoping he got it all. Yeah, because you don't clean them out. You got a bunch of potato flakes.
Yeah, I was trying to get potato flakes on the real doll. The real doll's got dandruff in between.
These fuckers are funny this morning, especially. Hold on, Ray. Blue Healer in Kentucky writes, horrify the neighbors, hose off your real doll on the front lawn.
That's funny.
That is good. What are you doing, Bob? Oh, just cleaning my cum out of this rubber doll.
Can I borrow your hose?
That's funny.
People say, worst comedy bit ever, Kevin Meaney's We Are the World.
You know what, though? That was relevant when it came out. It was kind of funny because he would, you know.
It was good when he first started doing
When
it.
it first started.
We
You
didn't
see
need to
it
hear
now.
We didn't need to hear it 20 years later.
Oof.
Hey, Ray, go ahead. Finally, sorry.
Sorry,
That's
Ray.
right. Hey, so my aunt was sitting in a mall, I guess it was a couple months ago, and she saw some guy standing in the the front of the mall where the mannequins are. He's groping and humping the back of the mannequin in front of all the people in the mall. I guess he had Down syndrome or something. It was he was sitting there going to town on this thing.
Yeah, they'll jerk off at the drop of a hat.
Yeah, they really will. Literally.
Big, giant hat.
A hat with a propeller on it.
Some of those mannequins, though, growing up, you would kind of look at them a little odd when you were a kid.
Do you get sort of turned on when you see some of those mannequins without the clothes on?
When they
Every once
first
in a
came out with
while.
the nipple
No,
ones.
the newer ones are, there's something going on
But
there.
as a kid, that's when they first came out with, like, using the nips. And they'd have, like, very loose-fitting clothes, but it would be just gently brushing the mannequin nipple. And they were able to pose them differently. Because at first, they were just creepy, old-looking mannequins, like at the nuclear test sites in Nevada, the ones that occupy the house that's going to blow up.
Crash test.
Crash test fucking dummies. But you kind of started looking at them and going like, ooh, it's kind of nice.
Not too shabby.
You combine the
Pervert.
real doll with robotic technology that the Japanese are coming out with, say within 50 years,
Yeah.
there will be absolutely realistic where you can program, say, 50 personalities into it.
Yeah.
And it won't be able to live, walk and talk, like, per se, but
Punch in cunt. Just not give you any sex and just be a bitch.
just roll over. But I guarantee you that there's realistic fuck dolls within X amount of time. And then the moral things will come up. How old should you make them? Can you make them as kids? Can you hurt them? All this weird shit's going to crop up.
I have heard about that, too, about the controversy of real dolls being made into obviously too young of a form, and whether that's some kind of a moral dilemma.
Well, who makes them? Like, you got to think, who's the guy that goes to the factory and makes that mold? Like, that's got to be a business that's probably targeted.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they showed it in the documentary. They showed how they were made and everything. It's a fuckload of latex, man.
Yeah.
You have a latex allergy. You just come into work the next day covered in hives.
Yeah.
Your dick is falling off.
Can we take a break? Because we got Sam went to the Chiller Theater, Chiller
Oh, man.
convention.
Oh, did he? That
Chiller
was going
convention,
on?
Right? He interviewed our old pal Iron Sheik. The Iron
The
Sheik.
Iron Sheik.
So we got a couple minutes of audio from the Iron Sheik.
Fantastic.
Also, Chris in Albany's giving us a heads up this morning. He says you have to get some audio of Ralph Kiner from the Mets games.
Canner's Corner.
Unbelievable. Is
He's still alive?
Canner.
Let's if you guys could get a couple clips from Ralph Kiner this year, that'd be
It's
good.
a new show called Kiner's Coroner. It's going to be, no? That was kind of funny.
That is very
It's getting
funny.
old and he'll be dead soon.
He got a double, Sam. 15 times his 9.
We got to acknowledge that Harry Callis died.
Yes.
And I was down in Philly, and it's all about Harry Callis.
Speaking of Callis, now, Charlie Callis had a horrible bit, too. That was the comedian that went...
What was his bit?
He would just talk and go like...
I did a movie with him, and he was a very famous guy. I don't know what he does.
He would make stupid faces and sounds. Look, Kenny's laughing. Kenny looked like he was probably a Charlie Callis fan.
Who wasn't back in the day?
Who wasn't?
You know,
Everyone. But he was always on these variety shows. Him and the Ray J. Johnson guy, they were always on these Dean Martin variety shows, and Bob Hope. Hey, we got Ray J. Johnson coming out with Charo.
Oof. Would he come out and just do his bit?
Of course. Hey, Charlie Callis is coming out in a little while.
I need to see Charlie Callis now.
Was it a funny bit?
No! Stunk! It's terrible.
Where's Charlie Cal? That guy's fucking that real doll well. Jesus.
Oh, yeah. He's deep dicking that fucking rubber woman.
Just like every woman ever fucks. She's just not moving, waiting for it to be over.
That is some weird shit.
How do these guys keep rods? I could never keep a rod.
It's, you know what it is?
If
It
the pussy
looks
might-
like it's
must be
very
like silk.
lubed, yeah. I mean, he's not having any resistance problems, so it's probably just the physical sensation that this guy's into.
Yeah.
No emotional attachment there. He's
pants are down.
spanking. He's spanking it, which is silly.
Well, we'll watch this guy fuck the real doll. We're going to take a break. We got to get Charlie Callis, his picture up so we know who you're talking about.
You know what he should do? He should spray that fucking shit spray in its asshole, so at least you get realistic scent.
Put sushi in the vagina.
Just put some fucking tuna roll in there. Oh, goddamn. All right.
That is weird.
Fantastic.
That's weird.
Weird stuff.
He's lubing up his...
He has the money shot.
Nah, there's still more video.
Oh, is
I don't
there?
want this
Oh,
guy
no, he's just
fucking these
lubed it up,
days.
and now he's going back in.
Where's I want to see Charlie Callis.
Yeah. We'll do that after the break.
I don't know what
How's
he
that?
does.
But Charlie Callis stinks.
Hit me with a break. We'll continue. Opie and Anthony and little Jimmy Norton.